Hey, and welcome to the Elder Scrolls Legends. I'm Twinklebutt, and today I'd like to take a look at the solo arena. Now, a little bit about me. I have played a lot of Hearthstone Arena, so I do have some experience in this field, but I haven't tried it yet. I have a pretty good feel for what's good and what's not good, and so we'll see just how things kind of play out. Luckily, you get a free ticket. So no matter how badly this goes, we're going to get at least something out of it, right?
Pick the class to play during this arena.
Okay, so we've got the Scout, we've got the Archer, and we've got the Sorcerer. So I can tell you right off the bat that Strength cards tend to be very aggressive. Green cards tend to be more finesse and value-oriented, but they're very versatile. Blue cards tend to be very action-oriented. Purple cards tend to be really endurance-oriented. So between all of these, I think I'm going to pick the... I haven't taken a look at which one is like the best overall as far as like common cards. Which one's got best removal, which one's just got like the straight best rares. So I'm going to take the this one, the agility and the endurance, because I think that's going to give us the most flexibility in terms of different crossovers.
Presenting the Scout!
So let's take a look and see.
Pick a card to add to your deck.
Okay, so we've got... let's see, this guy is a 4-2. The fourth... Okay, so we've got a 4-4 for 4 mana, unless we have 7. That's a 6-6 with guard, which that's pretty good. We've got a 4-3 for 4, and we've got a 2-3 for 4. In Arena, you want to pick the cards that stand the best on their own. And this one is kind of a synergistic card, although it could be useful if it gets initiative. This one is just fine on its own, and this one, it's okay. You want to play cards that you can play also while you're behind to get initiative back. And this is actually a card that might end up losing you initiative, because it's basically like if you play it with another creature, you're paying 4 mana to give another creature ward. So we're going to go with the Preserver of the Root.
Pick another card and continue picking until you've made your deck.
So Thievery, deal 3 damage to your opponent and gain 3 health. This doesn't really influence the board, so I'm not really interested in that. Enchanted Plate draws you a card, and it potentially lets you trade, which is very powerful. And the Cursed Spectre is a silence card that you can use to basically shut someone down. So between all of these, I think Enchanted Plate is the best, because you can get lots of value out of it. So we're going to take that one. Let's see, we've got a Greenheart Knight, we've got Oldgate Warden, and we've got the Cursed Spectre. So this is a 1-5 for charge, which 1 damage isn't really that great. Oldgate Warden, he's just kind of going to get in the way, and he's going to stop things from hitting us, so it's a good... As long as they don't ever get more than 5 attack, it can be a pretty good way to shore up for the early game. But Cursed Spectre is something that's really versatile, and sometimes you just need that silence effect, so we're going to take that one. Let's see. Mirkwood Goblin. This is basically a 2-1 that's sometimes a 1, so this is a really aggressive card. The Wrothguard Artisan can give another creature 1-1, or it can give itself 1-1, making it 3-3. And the Swamp Leviathan is just a big body on the board. I think, like I said, the most important thing for Arena is initiative. And so doing this and being able to... It can buff itself, which it can be a 3-3 for 3 mana, which is fine, but it can help make really cool trades. And the Swamp Leviathan, we do want big bodies, but we can always pick up big cards later. So we'll take this guy, it's more versatile. Okay, so we've got a 6 mana 6/5. He's got Breakthrough, which means that any extra damage that he does to someone crosses over. He's also got Drain. We've got the Eldar Centaur, which he's got cover after he attacks, which means he can't be hit by other melee creatures. And then we've got the Mournhold Trader, which when he dies, he summons our opponent a 2-1. So interesting choices. I think we should probably... It's hard for me to tell, like, on just points, this one's the best one, but if he can manage to kill it, he gets a 2-1 out of it. But then it's just a 2-1 with guard. I think we'll take this one because we can get a lot of early initiative with it, even though it's got a bad effect. The Flesh Atronach, it gets 1/1 for each creature card in your discard pile. Okay, so by the time you play it, it's probably going to be pretty chunky. This one is an effect that essentially gives all your creatures cover and gives them +1 offense. And this one gives them regenerate and +1. So, interesting choices. I think all three of these are good in the right situation. I am going to take the Flesh Atronach, because that one. It could be a beast on its own, and it's like we could play a huge creature for 6 mana, which is insane. We've got Haunting Spirit, we've got Deshaun Avenger, and we got Voracious Spring. So that one's not really interested in that one. The +3/3 when it dies is incredible, and what this one also like basically resummons itself for 3/3 when it dies. So both these are good. I think I'm gonna go for the Haunting Spirit, just because it's something we can play a little bit faster. This one costs 4 mana, this one costs 3, and we can kill it and then buff something else. So I do like that. We've got the Stalwart Ally, the Lurking Mummy, and Arrow in the Knee. Honestly, if we keep picking purple, how many picks are we in? We're at 7 picks. If we keep picking purple cards, this thing could be incredible, like a 3/5 for 3 mana. That's awesome. An Arrow in the Knee, it's okay on its own. It's basically like a shackle, but we need other cards to follow up with it. I'm not confident enough. I wouldn't normally just pick this early in, but because we've got, I think it's better than Lurking Mummy, honestly. And if it doesn't hit, then it's just a 3/3, and that's not bad. So we'll take the Stalwart Ally. We've got Imperial Armor, Tree Minder, and the Hist Speaker. So let's take a look and see what we need. So we don't have a lot of ramp. So the Tree Minder is just like a guard guy. Basically, you're getting 1 extra mana, and you can bump up. You can protect yourself for 1 turn. The Imperial Armor, we don't really have a lot of strong cards that go with it. It's a little bit of a slow play. And the Hist Speaker, if it can help us play more powerful cards to get ahead of ramp. I think this one has a little bit more synergy with what we're going with. So we'll take it for that early play. We've got the U-Shield, which gives the creature guard and +1/+1. So if we play this, we're already behind. This just gives a solid 3/3, which is really good, and Malefic Wrath, which gives a creature -2/-2. So it's essentially like doing 2 damage for 3. Between these two, if I had to pick, I think I'd rather pick the Shell Armor, just because it has a little bit of a stronger effect. And we're starting to grow a little bit of a stronger early game army, so we'll take that Shell. We've got the Dunestalker. This is a very good aggressive ability right here. You can move another creature to another lane. This, if a creature is died this turn, any creature, it comes out as a 5/4, which for 3 mana is amazing. And this guy is just a 2/2, but he gives everything else that's played an extra 2 health. So that's really good. But like I said, we're looking for cards that are really good on their own, like really strong, decent cards that we don't want to be too synergistically tied down. We want cards that can stand well on their own. And honestly, it's between Feasting Vulture and Bruma Armorer. And because we took the Stalwart Ally, I'm going to go ahead and take the Bruma Armorer, just because we want to have as much purple as we can in the deck. I think they're both very, very close. So then we've got another Hrothgar Artisan, Lurking Mummy, and Windkeep Spellsword. We want to make sure that we have a good curve, so it's like we have the highest peak in 2, and then it slowly dips down. But these are all pretty even. I'm gonna take the Hrothgar art. Well, I'm gonna take the. We have ways to buff it, so it's not like I'm mixed, because we've got lots of. Well, we don't have lots. You know what? We'll take another Hrothgar Artisan. For this, we're going to take the Deadly Draugr, just because it's like such an efficient removal card. For this, we've got the Greenpack Stalker, which gives... Oh, okay, so if there's a wounded enemy, he becomes a 5/6, which that is nuts. the Skooma Racketeer is also nuts. She can give anybody lethal, including herself, which means that she'll just evenly trade. And then the Ransack, actually, we do 3 damage to whatever we want, and then we get 3 health back. So we're not going to take that, even though that's the fast one. It's a little bit too expensive for what it does. It's between the Skooma Racketeer and the Green Pack Stalker. And honestly, I think, looking at this deck here, we have... It's so hard to choose between these. I think we'll go ahead and take the Skooma Racketeer, because that's almost always going to be good, and it gives us a really strong fast effect. We have the Charis Reaper, which is a 5/4 for 7 mana. Isn't that great, but the effect is really powerful. It's a form of AoE. We've got the Windkeep Spell Sword, which he's a pretty solid 2/2, and then we've got another Enchanted Plate that we can use to draw a card if we choose to. Card draw is really, really powerful. Like, we can always just cycle, but the Charis Reaper gives us a way to play around AoE, and we don't have any AoE control in this deck yet. So because of that, I'm going to take this as a way to control like aggressive cards later on in the game. We've got the Blackworm Necromancer, which if we have more health, we can summon another thing, but this is a really random effect. We've got the Malefic Wrath. And we've got the Gloom Wrath, which actually gets 1/1/1 for every other endurance creature. And we have so many endurance creatures, we're going to take the Gloom Wrath. Here we go. So we've got the Greenheart Knight, the Hist Speaker, and the Faerun Defender. Is that how you say it? Faerun Defender. I'm going to take the Defender just because the Guard and the Prophecy can actually be really helpful. We can use it to defend our earlier creatures. The Hist Speaker, we're not really drawing like super... well, yeah, we'll take this. We could always use some more Guard, I think. We've got the Tree Minder, the Oldgate Warden, and Healing Hands. So between these cards, I think we'll go ahead and take the Healing Hands, just because it's a pretty quick, easy effect to pull off, and it could make a really big difference. And we have a lot of creatures, so I'm not too concerned about like having too many. You want to be careful not to have too many actions, but this could give us a really big advantage for as far as like just getting lots and lots of value. We'll go ahead and take another Charis Reaper for more AoE control here. This one it's a good in aggro deck, but I don't really because it sticks around, it's hard to remove. This one you can play it on yourself, but we've got plenty of 3s already, so we'll build up our late game a little better. For this deck, now we have to choose a 3 unless we want to take the Dunestalker. I don't think we want to though, because he's only a 3/1. So, but you know what? Maybe it's worth taking him just for the effect, like, because you definitely want to have enough 2-drops. We've got enough 3-drops. We don't need any more. But he's got lethal, which is actually a very strong move. He can attack anything and kill it. And because of that, we're going to take the Spider. It's a little bit of slow control, but it's still pretty powerful control. This guy is just a really solid body, 4/5. We'll go ahead and take him. This could be a powerful effect. At the start of your turn, heal another random friendly creature, but again, on its own, it's not that good. But only friendly creatures. This one is an interesting card if we come up against someone using equipment, but this one is, we want this because silences, you want to be able to shut down, and he can take down support cards as well. So we're going to take this as like the counter pick to any kind of weird stuff that might come our way. We'll take the Archean Elite here, just because like even though this has the potential to be really strong, I mean like it's lethal. It's a 3/5. It's lethal. It's awesome. So now we're looking for some more early game stuff. We've got the Skooma Racketeer, the Frostbite Spider. Basically, these are all different lethals. It's what variety of lethal that we want. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 5s that we could just, 4 4s that we could just play. And we've got 2 kind of conditional 4 plays. We have enough 3s, so I'm going to go ahead and take the next 4. We are looking for... We're definitely going to get... We're going to need some more early game here. He's just a 3/2 that costs 1 on my first turn, so if we draw him, we can play him as a 3/2. This guy's got Pilfer, which means every time he hits the face, he's going to buff himself up by 3, so he has the potential to hit like really hard. And the Tree Minder is just good for getting more mana into our hand, and it's a guard effect. But we're not really that mana dependent, and playing just a 1/1 for 3 mana can actually kind of slow you down a little bit. So we're going to take the Bruiser. And we'll go ahead and take another Enchanted Plate. Great card. We have plenty of the Char Sweepers, and we don't really want this card, and especially because it's another 3-drop. We're looking for early stuff. Okay, perfect. We'll go ahead and take the Windkeep Spellsword here. In this case, we are going to take... We have to choose between taking... The Imperial Armor is not really a choice. We want either the Deathless Drog or we want the Char Sweeper. I'm going to take the Char Sweeper just because the Deathless Drog, it really isn't a very high impact card, and we don't have ways of making it more powerful. So it's always just going to be like a 1-1 that dies and then comes back as a 1-1. We've got another... Oh, okay, that's interesting. At the start of your turn, give another friendly random creature. Okay, this is a 2-2, and it has the potential to be a really powerful effect. So I'm going to grab that. And here we go. So we got one more pick. The Murkwater Savage, which when you summon another green card, you gain +1/+1. And the Forsworn Guide. Summon. Return another friendly creature to your hand to give... Okay. So he's a 3/3 that returns something to your hand. So how many green creatures do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... We've got 5 green creatures. So the chances of him going off are not that great. Do we have anything that we want to return to our hand? Not really, to be honest. We really do our best keeping things on the board. Except for like something like the Skooma Racketeer. Yeah. So this is a weird card. We'll go ahead and take another Frostbite Spider. So we've got tons of lethal. So
9 enemies await you. The boss must be faced last, but you can take on the others in any order you choose. Pick an enemy to begin.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So let's start off against Strength, and we'll start in the top right here. I have no idea what these decks are going to be like, but I can guess this one's going to be like the more up close, like mid-range kind of deck based on the red, yellow. So we'll see how that holds.
Let the games begin.
I actually think we have a pretty decent deck, to be honest with you. We just need to make sure that we draw correctly. Okay, we go first, so we could play this on a... We just want to mill for a 2 mana card. The question is, do we want to hold on to this? And I don't think we do. We want to maximize our chances of... Oh, no. Oh, no. We really needed to draw a 2 mana card. We don't have a lot of ways of getting health back, unfortunately. So hopefully we draw a 1 mana or 2 mana card. Okay, perfect. We'll go ahead and just plop him down here.
Of course I'm on your side.
Even if we can make him live, we can buff him up, which would be fantastic. Okay, this guy's a very aggressive kind of character. So I think what we want to focus on is literally just trying to keep ourselves alive as for long as possible. So we just need something to stop him here. So we'll go ahead and trade
coming,
here.
Eh?
And then we'll put down a Bruiser. We just need a body to stop this 4-1.
These are Khajiit's tricks.
He's probably going to go face here. Okay, well, he did go face, but... now we need to draw... Perfect. Okay, that's a perfect card. So we'll go ahead, bop here. And then we'll put down the Venom Tongue here.
My claws are sharp and thirsty.
Which is amazing.
Chimera, guide us!
Even with that, it's not going to stop. Unless he does that. Okay, now we're kind of starting to have a little bit of trouble here. We can still kind of pull this back, though. So let's go ahead and silence this creature to stop all this stupid aggression that we're... Well, let me think. We can play the Hrothgar Assassin just to have something to put down here. And then we'll put the Deadly Draw down here in case he puts something in the Shadow Lane. Well, no, we don't want to do that because then he could just hit it off. So we want to maximize our chances of being able to put something down. So we'll put this guy down here. We'll give himself the 1, and we'll put this guy down here. We don't need to silence
Your
this,
time
I don't
has
think.
come.
And we can just trade that in, so I'm not too concerned. He's starting to lose a lot of momentum, though, which is really good. Can we make this live? So it is... Yes, we can. If we enchanted armor, we can just trade even like that. So we'll go ahead and do that. The Rothgar Assassin. Okay. We'll bop here. Excellent. So we basically get to keep that guy for free. And then we'll go ahead and put down a Rothgar Assassin here.
Try this
And we'll have
on
him
for
buff
size.
himself. He's kind of run out of fuel now. Okay. So now, let's see. We can make this into a 6/6. I really like that. Or we can turn this into make it into a 5/5. This way it trades evenly. So we're gonna go ahead and buff it here. We're gonna
Let me at him.
punch in here. Let him draw a card. Put this down here. Punch here. And then keep waiting. See what he does next. Oh, he chooses to destroy that card. He plays a heavy battle axe. Okay, this is gonna let me draw a lot of cards. He chooses not to. Very interesting. Now, there's no reason to silence this because this is already lethal, and there's no way to make this survive, so we're just going to make the trade. What we are going to do now is go ahead and put down this guy, and then we're going to put down a cursed... Well, no, you know what we should do? We should play this and get rid of his effect, because that is a really annoying effect. So we'll play this guy down,
I stand to serve.
and then we'll destroy his
You must
effect.
be cleansed.
Alright, that takes that out of effect. Now we've got a 4/6 on the board. And we'll go ahead and play that Reaper because I really don't want to take... Well, do we really care? Do we honestly care about a little 1/1? It depends on what he draws. So let's first bop
Your
into him
death is my command.
and see
Mother of
if he
mine.
draws a prophecy card. He does not. So I want to minimize the damage that I take, but I don't think he's going to be able to hit me for 20 damage with just a 1/1. So we'll go ahead and put that guy down here to create a very impressive 8/10.
This should be good.
And it seems like he's starting to run out of fuel here.
The day will be ours.
Okay. So here we go. We'll go ahead and trade the 8/1 here. Well, yeah. We'll trade the 8/1. No, you know what? We'll just do this. This will kill both of them. And as for this guy, we'll go ahead and put down the guard to protect ourselves here.
You won't escape alive.
And we'll punch in the face.
Mother of mine.
Your death is my command.
Okay. So we're looking really strong here.
Time to fight.
Very strong.
I'll man the wall.
Okay, so I was right. He's a very, very just in-your-face aggressive kind of guy. Unfortunately, it was not
Mother of
enough.
mud.
We're going to take our first victory here. And, yeah, Brutal Brawler taken care of. That was a little scary there, but we pulled it out.
Each time you defeat an enemy, you will get to pick another card to add to your deck.
Now that's interesting. So we've got some interesting options here. This guy is useless because we don't have like any health gain in our deck. This guy is a little slow, but he draws us cards. This guy is strong. And we need more just big, strong guys in our deck. Big, burly dudes. Let's put the furry guy in. Welcome to the team, dude.
The more wins you get, the greater your prize becomes.
Oh, so I can't just fight the same guy over and over and over again?
Another step closer to ultimate glory.
Let's take this guy on. Any
This should be interesting.
Any blue deck is going to be very action-oriented. And with the green, he's going to have lots of removal at his disposal. If he chooses
Our challenger
to.
has built some rudimentary defenses. Let's see if it works.
Oh. we have defenses? What does that mean? Okay, we're gonna get rid of all of that. Give me some more early game, please. Thank you.
At your service.
Mournhold. Okay, so she's gonna be all about like Death Wish, basically. So what we can do here, if we wanted to, we want to save. We want to play these together because that can take that out. So we'll go ahead and just play the draw right here. We'll go ahead and take the 2 damage.
Die swiftly.
This will still live though, so we'll go ahead and make that play here. We'll take the 3 here. No, we won't. We won't do that because that would be dumb. So what should we do? Should we just go for it? We can just play the makeshift defenses here if we wanted to. We should play this guy down here, even though it's the slow play and we'll end up taking 6 damage for it. If we don't do that, we're giving him basically a free board to play with. Although, because he can trade in, if we put 1 down here and 1 down here. Okay. I hope this is the right choice. Haunting Spirit. That's not bad. Okay. So we'll be able to keep this. Okay, interesting. Prophecy. Okay, we'll put him down here.
You won't escape alive.
Okay, so we can actually do something really cool here. We can buff this guy here and then heal him up.
Try this on for size.
So now this will trade
End of the road.
here, and then we can heal it like this. And now we have a really strong card. And now we can protect this card down here with that. And just like that, we're starting to bring it back a little bit.
Everyone pays a toll.
A 2-1. And is he going to give himself the guard? Okay. So what do we want to do here? Do we want to... Is there any point to just silencing it? I don't think so. Let's see. So this trading in here, that'll stop that. So we'll go ahead and make this trade here. We'll make a trade here.
End of the road.
We'll punch him in the face here. And then as for here, we'll start setting up for next turn. So we'll play the Haunting Spirit. And then just to give ourselves a little bit more initiative on the board, we'll play a Mournhold Trader.
Of course, I'm on your side.
Destroy a support. Oh, he can get rid of all my mana. It's a good thing that I used it when I did. Okay, so we will go ahead. We're not going to make the trade here. We'll let him make the trade. We'll bop here. And then we'll
End of the road.
let him see if he triggers any kind of prophecy card. He does not.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
Okay. Put that guy down there. We'll put this guy down here to control anything else that he might play. And we'll just call it there. There's nothing on the board that we can silence.
Everyone pays a toll. Your destruction is at hand. They cannot hope to outwit me.
Okay, so this guy is all about Death Rattle. As if we couldn't tell. So we'll make a trade here. Go ahead, make the trade. We'll bop
End
this
of the
guy.
road.
And we'll punch in
Let me
here.
at him.
What is this? A 2? Nah, that's not worthwhile. We'll play the Spirit like this.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
Well, we'll do this first. We'll play Spirit. See if he plays anything with Prophecy. He does not. So we will go ahead and actually... This guy is going to become a 6/6 with Guard if we wait till next turn. So we'll go ahead and silence
You must be
this dude,
cleansed.
just to prevent that awful effect from going off, so it won't just randomly kill
Your
off.
kind die out.
My sword hand itches.
I think we're actually like doing really well. Okay, he really could have used that guard because now I have him at lethal. So we'll go ahead
Didn't
and
see
just
this coming,
punch
eh?
him here. Draws
Mother
anything, he
of
does
mud.
not. Draws anything, he does
End
not.
of the road.
And we got it. Nice. Title. We earned a title. Captain, summon 100 guards.
Who will join our challenger?
Okay. This is a really conditional card. It's like our Healing Hands, but it costs 3. It's not as good. This is just like another lethal, and this is... if we're playing against a support character, that could be useful, but I'm all for just like putting as much lethal in the deck. Like just overloading lethal. Give me this. That was much easier than the other one. Maybe this won't be that hard.
A
Let's...
challenger triumphs! What challenge awaits next? Let's find out!
I have no idea what this guy's going to be like. Red, which is the aggressive
These
deck.
warriors want nothing more than to please you.
And endurance.
With blood!
Which is the outlasting deck.
Extra power for everyone!
Okay, so these are like random effects that just occur. So we have extra magicka. We're still going to... This is such a good card. We'll mulligan these guys. I don't know how much extra magicka we're talking about here, but...
Take on my clan, you take on me!
Okay, so he's going to buff himself, give him a 3. How much do we start with? We start with 2. Okay, we can't do anything, so we'll just have to let him punch us in the face, which is unfortunate.
I'm ready for anything.
Okay, so we're going to start taking some pain here. Luckily, we've got some lethal cards to back ourselves up.
Gore and glory!
One of the weaknesses of this deck is we don't really have anything fast. But we can catch up by playing these big guys. So he's got 5 damage on the board. We're going to go ahead and play the Archean Elite, just because that has the greatest chance of actually staying on the board and
Swim in
lasting.
deep waters.
Healing Hands.
My blade is thirsty.
Oh, he's doing that
Gore and
just to get
glory.
more damage out there. Which I have to say...
Causing trouble.
Uh-oh. We're having a bit of trouble, I'll say. Okay, so this definitely
Death
trades
to
here.
dry skins.
And now we have to decide what we want to do here. Do we want to just put this down here, or do we want to try and give ourselves a little bit more defense by playing the Bruma Armorer, and that'll make this a 1/6. But the problem is that we don't really have that much. We're just going to keep getting punched in the face. So this trades here, that trade. I guess we just got to take it slow. Like, even as dangerous as that is,
My claws are sharp and thirsty.
this will kill that. This will
Take
kill
on my
that.
clan, you take on me.
So we'll see if he
Blood
buffs himself with
guide
it.
me.
We're taking a lot of damage, but
Gore and glory.
we're about to stabilize, I think. Yeah, because he just ran out of cards. So we'll go ahead. We'll make the trade here, because it'll give us 1
Do
max
not
mana.
vex me.
It won't be active yet, though. We'll trade here,
To dry
take this
skins.
guy out. And now we have some choices. We can play... I'm not worried about that guy. We can play the defender here. Let's see. So that's 3 mana. We can play the armorer here to beat up that 1/2. And then we'll play the guard here to stop him from hitting us in the face anymore. Even though that is a little bit of the slow play. We need to actually start like saving ourselves because we're getting punched in the face a little too hard. So we'll put him down here. We'll put the guard guy down here. And now he's got to basically double his attack to get me. Or do that, whatever.
My blade is thirsty.
Okay, he's got lethal. Now, I'd say we're pretty stable now, though. We can, I'm just going to go... I want to get rid of this as quickly as possible. So we're going to play the Charis Reaper here, which is going to reduce him to 1. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll play the... Oh, we don't have... Well, now we do. We'll play the draw right here. Punch in there. And hopefully he doesn't have any fast cards.
Nothing will hold me back.
Okay, we don't really have a lot of dead stuff in our hand yet. What we need is some kind of guard. So maybe we can find something over in this direction. So we'll go ahead and buff this guy. He'll still die, so... Okay, perfect. We'll put this guy down here
I would protect
to guard ourselves. And we'll put this guy down here so we can start doing the damage. And then we'll just start hitting him in the face. So he didn't draw anything with prophecy.
Your death is my command.
Okay. So as long as we keep the shadow lane protected, we should be okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and trade here. So we can keep that guy alive. Well, actually, no. First, let's start triggering this stuff.
Leave this place.
Okay, nothing happened there. Let's trade in here. Nothing happened there.
End of the road.
And we will hold back giving him that extra card. That we've already given him plenty, I think. So we need to maximize the chances that this stays alive. So we'll put this guy down here. We'll put a Gloomwrath here. And then we'll put the Reach Shaman over here. Alright, so we have a very commanding lead here.
Band together, orcs. Band together, orcs.
And that's it. We win. That one was much scarier. Die. Woo. Okay, so you need to have a little bit of guard in your deck, or you're gonna die. That was pretty cool.
Which will the challenger pick?
Let's see. So this is another big dude. He's got Drain, which would give us a way to recover health, which is always nice. This guy also has Drain, and he's a 4. He's got Prophecy. This guy, though, gives us a Curse, which we can use. As long as we keep him on the board, we'll keep drawing curses. I think that's the best card. We'll take him. Okay. Now, let's try...
Another step closer to ultimate glory.
Let's try this one out. I know what you're going to be like. You're going to be the action
We've
deck.
got a special match for you today, citizens. Let the battle begin.
The Clone Master. So she's going to be all about just like playing lots and lots and lots of combo cards and putting them together. We'll go ahead and keep this hand. There's a really good combination with these cards here. We'll put down the Defender. And the Shadow Lane.
You won't escape alive.
What does she have? When you summon a creature that costs 2 or less, summon a copy of it in the other lane. Oh, that's really, that's not good. That's really aggressive. I don't like that. I don't like that one little bit. So our task here is just going to be surviving, basically. Now, the cool thing is the Skooma Racketeer trades with this guy, and if I give him lethal, it trades with that guy. So we'll go ahead,
This one
give him
offers
lethal,
something tasty.
and then we'll punch one in here. So we're just going to be trying to survive the early game, basically. Choosing not to trade. Ah, man, that would be so good if we could get this off. That was a really weird interaction. We can't... This won't live if we do that. We can make it into a 3-3, but I think we've got better targets to spend it on. So what we'll do instead is we'll put down the Stalwart Ally and in this lane, and we'll hope he draws.
I raise the spine of obedience.
He missed. Okay, that sucks a lot. So we'll go ahead and we will trade into the 3-2. And then we'll go ahead and play the Healing Hands on him to make him into a 4-4 so he lives past these guys. Prophecy, he draws a card. Oh, so she's going to draw 2 cards from that.
My friend would like to say hello.
Oh my gosh.
My friend would like to say hello.
Now, luckily, we have those perfect cards for dealing with this kind of situation. We've got those, I forget what they're called, but they give everything in a lane 1-1. We need to draw those, like, right now. Or we're gonna die a horrible, horrible death. No reason to curse anything yet. How many? She just drew, like, 4 cards, if I'm reading all that right. So we have to play fast. So we're gonna go ahead, take care of that guy. We're gonna put this person down here.
Of course I'm on your side.
And then we are going to drink the elixir. And now we have to decide which one of these cards do we want to use. This one, because this is the only one that's going to live through the onslaught that's going on here. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this guy down in the shadow lane. And then we'll leave these guys up. Like, there's no reason to attack them. Now the cool thing is it only triggers when he plays cards that, yeah. Okay, we'll go ahead and trade here. When we get the chance to. Oh man, this is looking a little scary, guys. The question is, do we want to silence something? Or do we just want to keep trying to control the board with lethal stuff? I think we'll go ahead and we'll put down this Frost Spider. How much damage does he have?
Didn't see this coming, eh?
What we definitely have to do is start taking control of the board. So the cool thing is that these trade in really well. I don't care if he gets with a breakthrough. We'll leave this here because it actually blocks a slot for him. So if he starts playing smaller things again, we need to draw. There we go. That's pretty good.
By
That's
the Queen
an
of
excellent
Shadows.
target. He's slowly withering me down just because I don't have any guard. Oh, that's really bad. But luckily he's not going to summon a double of it. We can silence it though. But the question is, okay, yeah, we have to silence this to get rid of the ward. So, silence this card. We can't afford to take that damage.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
Womp him here. Do the womp.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
He's gonna get a 2-1.
At your service.
And then we're gonna trade the 2-1 into here. Okay, so we're kind of getting overwhelmed here.
By the Queen of Shadows.
We need to draw one of those -1/1 things like right now. Nope, that's not it. Or something with guard.
Die, sweet.
Repetition is the key to mastery.
A 6-3. And he gives him... Okay. So... we have to play this guy here and hope that he sticks.
I will protect the Hist.
And this guy can trade evenly over there. And then we have to start controlling this side. Things are not looking good. Not looking good at all. So we'll go ahead and play another one of these. We'll play the Frostbite Spider here. And we'll hope that we actually draw something. Okay, he's just going to gain health back. He's going to get ward.
Do it like this.
By the Queen of Shadows.
Give me... Okay, that's not going to do it.
Die, sweet.
think that's it. Yeah, we must concede.
My fight is done.
Well, that sucks. Like, we were on the back foot the whole time. So, unfortunately, we have to beat every single one of these guys.
Eventually, you'll have to face that foe.
Okay. Well, we'll come back.
A disappointing turn of events, citizens. Can the challenger come back?
We'll try the other guys first before we go back to this cheater here. But for now, this will be the end of the first episode of our first look at Solo Arena. I'm Twinklebutt, and I will see you later.